People that sell violent games to children should be put away somewhere safe till they get well again.
Deus Ex Machina is a game, possibly. Actually, it's a completely new form of computer entertainment. It is a union of computer game, film, book, and LP record. It is the first of a new era of experiences, and it is unique. Enjoy it!
Deus Ex Machina.
That's not how you say it, but okay. So among the voice cast, we've got John Pertwee of Doctor Who and musician Ian Dury, who I'm really glad I discovered through this game because I think he might have written my new personal anthem.
I'm Spasticus, I'm Spasticus, I'm Spasticus, Autisticus.
So the original ZX Spectrum version of this game came with a separate audio cassette which you would play simultaneously with the actual game. And it starts off with instructions of how to sync it with the game, sort of like Riff Tracks does.
Hello. I want you to pause your player when I count you down and recommence playing at the screen's request.
Now I'm playing the Steam 30th anniversary version of this game, which has everything all set up for you. The full title on Steam is Deus Ex Machina Game of the Year 30th Anniversary Collector's Edition. I don't know if this was actually Game of the Year at any point, but I can't help but feel that that title was inspired somehow. Dude, what?
The last mouse on Earth tried to hide from mankind inside the machine. Just before it died, as the nerve gas eased its sphincter, the last ever mouse dropping caused a slight accident.
You go poop.
You may control the progress of this accident on my behalf.
But yeah, as you'll see, the soundtrack is actually a very Pink Floyd-esque rock opera. The main character is some sort of genetic abnormality created within the system, and we have to influence its life from conception to death. And you get thrown into the first minigame without any real indication of what you're supposed to be doing.
I forge your soul in molten spirals, which must not stop spinning.
Okay, I finally figured out from that hint that you're supposed to go up and down and keep them spinning if you can. But yeah, this is the entirety of the gameplay in this game, just doing various mini-games while you listen to the soundtrack.
I am machine. I am machine. I have always been.
Then you do whatever this is. Oh god, my degree of ideal entity is going down. So is that my goal? Do I want to be an ideal entity? But isn't the whole point of my identity in this game that I'm a genetic aberration? So shouldn't I be embracing my imperfections? Anyway, time for sperm.
I'm a fertilizing agent. My brothers are all wriggly. I'm a fertilizing agent. My brothers are all wriggly. Touch us with a digit. Make us go all giggly.
Well, at least the gameplay gets more complex at this point. Now you have to try to shepherd the sperm into the egg. And now it's just back to the same gameplay as before.
Look at the score clock down in the corner. No mouse to run up it. The mouse is extinct.
Yeah, reminder, mice are now extinct. This is an important plot point. No, it isn't. Now we get our first progress report, and I guess I did okay? Those numbers look pretty high.
Creeping, crawling, occasionally floating.
Okay, why am I a rotisserie chicken man?
There's someone else inside my brain.
Inside my brain.
And appear to have telepathic powers and the ability to float.
Oh, so if a mouse shits in your baby-making computer, your kid turns into an X-Men. Anyway, I guess we're using our powers to stay hidden from the defect police, although this gameplay looks kind of familiar. Oh, Toby, you hack. So the remaining segments of this game are based on the different ages of man as defined by Shakespeare and As You Like It.
And then, the lover, sighing like a furnace, with a woeful video made to their lover's hologram.
So I am really confused as to what's happening in terms of the story right now. I'm deflecting these lips the same way I was the defect police. So am I trying to avoid getting laid? And if so, why?
Today's the day that sadness dies.
So they're eyeballs again, so was the implication that the women were actually police in disguise? Yeah, I don't think we get an actual explanation.
Today's the day that madness cries.
So that was the psycho-emotional format, and I did pretty bad, but man, I tried my hardest.
Then a soldier, full of strange oaths, jealous in honor, sudden and quick in quarrel, seeking high score even in the laser's mouth.
So now we're just jumping over gaps. I don't know what the punishment is for not jumping at the right time. Probably nothing. Now it's the same gameplay as before, and we're deflecting what I guess is some kind of enemy firepower. Well, I think this represents, in terms of the story, is him having been enlisted to commit war crimes and him eventually breaking free from his sadistic commander.
I am no longer working for you. The defect police are now working for me.
What do you mean?
Machines? Yes. Rearrange his personality.
What? Get off! Don't!
Isn't this epic? Are you glad I showed you this?
And then
What?
Justice. In fair round belly, with eyes severe, and clothes of formal cut, full of wise words and machine code.
It's beautiful. I've never felt so represented in a video game before. So apparently you're just supposed to jump over all this junk that comes towards you on the road. But then you start getting these words with positive and negative connotations, and I assumed you had to jump over the negative words and step on the good words. But you see the city deteriorate in the background if you do that, so I guess it's the other way around. You step on the bad words and jump over the good words. I don't know, it's odd. This makes me wish I was playing Mischief Makers instead. But then I get squished by the barbed wire for whatever reason.
The sixth age shifts into the lean and slippered pantaloon, with spectacles on nose, their youthful clothes well saved, a world too wide for their shrunken shank, and their adult speech synthesizer turning again towards a childish treble, piping and whistling in its sound. Last scene of all, that ends this strange eventful history, is second childishness and mere oblivion. Without keyboard, without monitor, without power supply.
Yeah, that's right. We're in the home stretch now, and I'm glad because I don't think I've ever been readier to die.
Don't it ever get weary? Don't you ever want to exit and die?
Here's what I mean about the game not giving you any kind of clear instructions. I'm supposed to move these two dots up and down to fit this sort of ECG-looking thing through it. But I didn't know that, so I just sort of sat here for a minute like a doofus waiting for something to happen. But yeah, I guess our dude's having troubles. We gotta micromanage these biological functions like blood clot dispersal and this weird variation of asteroids. But now why are we assisting in white cell deterioration? Don't we want to, like, prevent that? I don't know. I'm just doing what I'm told. Now I've got to shepherd the red cells into this pink box for some reason. And I gotta tell you, I'm not particularly motivated to, seeing how I'm on my way out in a few seconds anyway, but whatever. More points at the end.
Imagine if we could begin our little life all over again. Imagine if it was all nothing more than some electronic game. Imagine if I knew then what I know now. I can't quite remember, but I'll try and be better next time.
Yeah, I haven't really got the right frame of reference to understand my results at the end. The phases that I thought I did the worst at, I got the highest score and vice versa. So was the goal really in the very end to get the lowest score? I really don't know. So we end on a reprise of the sperm song, which I guess was just everyone's personal favorite.
I'm a fertilizing agent. My brothers are all wriggly.
So that's it, and it's kind of a mixed bag whether or not you want to actually call this a game. The gameplay is pretty much just there to keep you a little more engaged while you listen to the concept album. There is generally some really great music in this, and I have to give them credit. This was insanely ambitious for 1984. Like, I can imagine this would have been mind-blowing as an immersive experience playing it on release, although nowadays you don't really get much more out of it versus just watching a playthrough of it. Anyway, that's my review. Like and subscribe.